Imagine this. A volcano erupts and the earth goes dark for years. A plague wipes out millions without warning. One wrong move nearly triggers global nuclear war. Climate change creeps in, silent but deadly. And a tiny virus brings the entire planet to a halt.
So, how did humanity survive? Let's take a closer look at each of these moments and how we made it through. Come with me, and let's uncover the stories behind them.
1. The Toba supervolcano eruption, approximately 74,000 years ago. Around 74,000 years ago, one of the largest volcanic eruptions in Earth's history occurred. The Toba supervolcano in present-day Indonesia. It released so much ash into the atmosphere that it blocked out the sun for years, causing a volcanic winter. Temperatures dropped dramatically. Crops and plants died and food chains collapsed. Some scientists believe that the global human population dropped to as low as a few thousand individuals. Genetic evidence even suggests that we might all be descended from those survivors. It was one of the closest calls in our species' history, and we barely made it through. 2. The Black Death, 1347. 1351. In the 14th century, Europe and parts of Asia were hit by the Black Death, a deadly plague that wiped out an estimated 75 to 200 million people. In some areas, up to 50% of the population died. Entire towns vanished. Streets were empty and fear ruled daily life. People believed the end of the world had come. Medicine was helpless and no one understood how the disease spread. Society was on the verge of collapse. But somehow humanity survived and the world eventually recovered. 3. The Cuban Missile Crisis, 1962. In the 14th century, Europe and parts of Asia were hit by the Black Death, a deadly plague that wiped out an estimated 75 to 200 million people. In some areas, up to 50% of the population died. Entire towns vanished. Streets were empty and fear ruled daily life. People believed the end of the world had come. Medicine was helpless and no one understood how the disease spread. Society was on the verge of collapse. But somehow humanity survived and the world eventually recovered. 4. Climate change. A slow but growing threat. Unlike the others, this threat isn't from the past, it's happening right now. Climate change is causing rising sea levels, extreme weather, food insecurity, and mass displacement. According to scientists, if we don't act fast, the Earth could face irreversible damage in just a few decades. Entire ecosystems are collapsing, and millions of people are at risk. The scariest part? It's a threat we're still ignoring, even though it's already knocking on our door. This time, we can't just survive, we need to prevent. 5. The COVID-19 pandemic, 2020. 2022. The recent COVID-19 pandemic showed us how quickly the world can fall into crisis. Borders closed, hospitals overflowed, economies paused, and billions of lives were disrupted. Though not an extinction event, COVID-19 revealed how vulnerable our global systems really are. It reminded us that a tiny virus can shake the entire planet, and that health, science, and unity matter more than ever. We made it through, but it was a wake-up call for us all.
Throughout history, we've faced disasters. Natural, biological, and man-made that could have ended everything. But every time, humanity found a way to adapt, rebuild, and push forward. These stories remind us of two things: how fragile we really are, and how powerful we can be when we come together. So what will the next big threat be? And more importantly, will we be ready? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe for more mind-blowing content, and stay curious.